Hello and welcome to episode 116, and for this video I've been joined by my mate Lee again, so there should be plenty of fish because there always is when Lee's fishing with me.
That's put a death wish on me now then, isn't it?
And for this session we've come down to Thorpe Lea, my second time ever here.
My first time ever here.
Yeah. For those of you with good memories, I was here about a year and a half ago with my mate Liam. On that particular occasion I couldn't fish too well because, if you remember, I had a bad back. Not feeling the bad back at the moment, so I should be able to put plenty of bait out this time and hopefully get the fish going. And as it goes, me and Lee have dropped into the same pegs I was here before that session with Liam. Lee's on the peg I was on, and I'm on the peg that Liam was on. Two people have just left these pegs. But the guy who was in this peg, he had, I can't remember what he said now, but half a dozen fish.
Yes.
But he wasn't putting out a lot of bait. The guy who was in your peg, he had what, 18 fish?
Yeah, he put a lot of bait out.
18 fish, but he put a lot of bait out, so it's definitely seeming sort of putting a lot of bait out is the way to go. We've been keeping up with the Facebook page, haven't we, what's been going on. And
it seems the more you put in, the more they want to eat.
Definitely the people who have been getting the fish are the ones who have been putting the bait out. But anyway, stop waffling because we're not actually fishing yet. We've only just sort of got all our gear laying all over the place. Should we get to it then?
Let's do it.
Let's go fishing. Right then guys, before I actually do any fishing, I'll show you my Spod mix. When we arrived to the swim, the other guys are still packing up, so I knocked up my Spod mix while I was sort of waiting for the guys to pack up. Most particles here are banned, unfortunately, because I didn't have a Spod mix prepared at home, and then found out I couldn't use the pigeon mix and had to sort something else out. So I mean, as you could probably see, it's mostly hemp and corn, and in with this Spod mix I've crumbed up a kilo of boilies, and you can probably see some little tiny white bits in there, and that's actually a bag of porridge I've put into my Spod mix. Only cheap porridge, 75p a bag, but it just adds a slightly extra dimension to your Spod mix, little floaty bits to stay in the upper layers of the water, just to add more attraction into your area. And then all I've done is I've put in a little bit of liquid flavour in, banoffee. So it's literally 4 ingredients: hemp, corn, chopped boilie, porridge, and a little bit of flavouring. Very simple, but apparently it's what's been doing the biz here. So simple yet effective. Right then guys, as you can see, the rods are out and I am fishing now. Only had one small disaster. I was spodding out some bait, and I managed to crack off me spawn. God knows why that happened. Maybe a bit of weakness in the braid, don't know, because it never frapped up or anything, just snapped off. So I had to run back to the shop and buy another midi spawn. So a bit of a delay in proceedings, but I'm not quite fishing as effectively as I want to be yet. I had a couple of PVA bags made up in me bucket, so just to get fishing quickly I chucked them out while I sort of got me bivvy and everything put up. So my bivvy is up now, so in a bit I'm going to tie some new rigs and sort of spod some more bait out if I don't crack off, and then get some rigs and bait out how I want to fish. They were saying in the shop it's all very little bits and pieces, small baits, you know, fake corn, etc. 10-12mm size baits, that's doing it at the moment. Or if you have got bigger boilies, just chop them down and put something very bright on to tip it off. That's what's doing it. So the BVA bags that I'm fishing at the moment, I've got no idea what's in them. It was just to chuck them out and get them fishing, really. But anyway, I'm sorted now, so go and tie some new rigs and get fishing effectively. Right guys, we've already seen my Spod mix. Lee's just spodding now, so we'll have a quick look at his spod mix.
Yep, all it is, hemp, cell boilies, sweet corn, not too many red maggots, I don't want to put too many in. And I put some of that Hinders nut sludge in there as well, just try and thicken it up slightly. And that's it, pretty simple. There's a load of pellets in there as well. All different sizes from 8 mils, 6
Oh yeah,
mils.
you put too much in, I had to take one out earlier.
Yeah.
Right, don't crack off like I did.
I'll try not to.
I think I caught that.
Yeah.
Right, anyway guys, I need to crack on and tie some rigs.
Yes. Get fishing, catching hopefully.
Right guys, slowly getting there. I've tied a couple more PVA bags up. Fishing how I want to fish. Bait I'm going to be using this session is from West Country Baits. So I've got some bottom baits and multicoloured pop-ups there, that all West Country baits. And what I've done so far, I've taken sort of half a bottom bait, I don't know if you can see it there, just half a bottom bait, half a pop-up, so sort of like a snowman rig, but it's just half a bait and half a bait. But then what I've done, I've still even trimmed that down as well, so it's just sort of like 10mm round, if you get me. So I've done 2 so far, just to get the 2 rods recast, get them actually fishing how I want to be fishing, and then put some more bait out. Fingers crossed, hope for the best. Been busy tying rigs. I'm making solid bags up ready for recasting and hopefully catching lots of fish. But the guys who was in these swims before us, that was packing up as we got here, they did say to us they didn't really have many fish during the day. All their fish was coming at night, sort of evening, night and early morning. So sort of like darkness sort of hours really. Some of the bags ready to go. So yeah, so not disappointed that we haven't caught anything yet. It goes with what the guys who was in this swim before us were saying. So, but I spent the last couple of hours doing all them bags, rig tying and bag making, so I'm prepared. I'm going to put a bit more bait out in a minute. So I'm now fully prepared. Just need to have a bit of a tidy up in here. Rig making tools all over the place. Need to put my phone on charge. Right, let's get organised. Ooh, must be tiring work, this fishing malarkey. Right guys, Lee has just rudely woken me up.
In the rain.
Yeah.
26.2. This is actually the third fish I've had in about 45 minutes. I've had one after another. I was just setting up the 2 rods again. I banged one out while I was setting those 2 up, and it went ripping off, and it was this one. The first 2 I had, they weren't very big. One was a small common, and one was a small mirror. So I didn't wake Chris, I'd let him get his beauty sleep because I know he needs it. But I thought I'd better wake him for this one. Yeah, absolutely stunning. 18 wraps out. The first 2 were on a milky toffee pop-up soaked in almond goo, crisply balanced with a cell boilie. And this one fell to a peach and cream wafter. Absolute stunner.
Nice, and I haven't even had a bleep yet. Which is weird considering the amount of bait I've put out.
Yeah, it is. Right, let's return it back to the deep because we're getting soaked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh. Just got it to 7 o'clock in the morning and I finally had my first fish. 15.5 pound. Oh, my first run. I was starting to think I was doing something wrong by not having a run, but especially at this place, but yeah, 15.5 pound. Finally getting on them. Now I'm up, I'll put some more bait out. Right, breakfast time guys. Oh, got the old ridge monkey out. Got one of them giant crumpets in me ridge monkey. Lovely.
Right, back with the Carp King. Just knocking up another more load of spod to go back out there and hopefully get a few more carp. Let's take a closer look at it. Wow, that looks almost that good you could eat it. It really does.
No, you don't want to eat it. Right then guys, just stood in Lee's swim. And as we were chatting away, his right hand rod has just gone steaming off. That was meant to be a shot of line peeling off the reel.
Sorry,
not,
mate.
Not your ugly mug.
Oh, right.
That's it, loosen the clutch
Yeah,
a bit.
Get a bit of clutch in there.
There we go, bit of spinning clutch, there we go.
That's real carp.
That's it, loosen it a bit more, make it look like it's putting up a good fight. Oh, look at it go!
Oh, Jesus! I can't hold it, Chris! I actually don't know if it's got over the other line now.
Right then guys, we'll see the conclusion of this when the fish is on the bank, hopefully. Right then guys. Now I've got fish on the bank. Fairly decent one too.
Yeah, I don't know if this is my 6th or my 7th carp. I had that big one at 26. I've had this one now at 25.8. I had no sleep, but just having a cup of tea, talking to Chris. My right hand rod went ripping off, and a piece of cream wafter again.
Yeah, how many fish did you have in the night that you didn't wake me up for?
Oh, about 6, I think. But they were all tiny things, you know what I mean, 5-6 pounds. So I've had no sleep, but I've been rewarded with this beauty now, 25.5. So
the only second fish actually worth filming.
Yeah, cracker she is. Still very lively. More than welcome.
Very nice.
Right, let's return her back to the deep.
Good in the clear water. It's buried her nose in the weed.
Soaking.
Oh, that's good. Swimming off slowly in the clear water.
Nice lines.
And picked up a nice chunk of weed as well.
Sweet. Cheers, Chris.
And looking on the other side of the lake, there's one of my mates and a fellow blogger, Andrew Bree Machine McFarlane from Tackle Tarts. Looks like he's making up a spod mix over there.
Find out what he's using, Chris.
Well, I'm not wearing them trousers anyway. I'm not very carpy. Right guys, Ridge Monkey time, having a cheese toasty and then get another one on the go here. Just been for a walk around the lake. My friends were on the other side of the lake. I've just been round to say hello to them. Didn't even know they was going to be here, just complete coincidence, so I thought I'd be sociable and get to say hello. Right, next toasty ready to go. So yeah, so I was over there for about an hour or so. And then when I got back, Caspi rod's out, obviously. Made a slight rig change. There's a lot of silkweed out there at the moment, and every time I was winding my rigs back in, the hook, the bait, the rig, everything was just coated in silkweed. So I've changed to pop-ups. Still the same bait I showed you yesterday, but just pop-ups now. Try and keep the bait and the hook off the deck, basically out of the way of that silkweed, because it is being a bit of a nightmare. Right, it's just starting to rain, so I'm going to go and get my camera out of the rain. So hopefully it will get a bit more fishy. Hopefully. Right, let's get my camera out of the rain. The weather's taken a bit of a turn. It's bright and sunshining. It's a bit of a rainbow. And we got hailstones. Well, what weird weather. Oh great, the hell's setting off me dog. Rainbow. Right, morning guys. Nice and early and no fish. Absolutely freezing cold last night. Everything around us is frozen. Well, apart from what the sun just coming up has defrosted, but absolutely freezing night, wasn't it?
Yeah, unbelievable considering we're nearly halfway into April.
Yeah. And yeah, for whatever reason, absolutely no fish last night whatsoever. It's just been completely dead, hasn't it?
Yeah, the lake just seems completely switched off since yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Everybody around us, chap to our right, he's had nothing. As far as I'm aware of, guys across the bank, I've heard nothing, seen nothing, so I don't know if the fish do something before us with the pressure of the weather and the cold kicking in. They've gone down and just stopped feeding, maybe.
Well, slept well anyway last night.
Yeah, and me had a good night's kip, so...
But this is not typical Thorpe Lea at all, is it? Anyway, right, just trying to decide what to do for the last few hours of fishing. Might wind in the solid bag rigs, put a lead clip rig on and just fish singles and just chuck them out as far as I can and see if that'll do anything.
Yeah, it's, I think the fish are starting to show over on the far side again, aren't they? So, worth a shot.
Yeah, anyway, I'll let you get on with making your cup of tea.
First one of the day, I need it, I'm freezing.
And I'm going to cut it out because my legs have seized up. Oh god, old age.
I'll be using the wheelchair soon.
Right guys, just been chatting to the guys about a setup in the swim to my left. They were saying out in front of us there's a bar, and more often than not the fish get caught the other side of it. That's a bit of a chuck. I mean, I'm fishing at 19 reps already, so I'm probably on or just shy of this bar apparently. So I'm going to wind in the PVA bag rigs that I've been fishing on, and I've just knocked up a couple of inch stiff rigs. Put a big 3.5 ounce lead on to really chuck it out there, and then hinge stiff rig. What's been a rig that's been successful recently for me on the syndicate, catching a few fish. Yellow bait on this one and pink on this one. So just going to chuck them out as singles. Let's chuck them out as far as I can, get cramp in my legs, and see if the last few hours of fishing I can catch some further out. Not going to put any bait around it, just fishing with singles and fingers crossed. Guys, coming to the end of the vlog now. Unfortunately, it's not been as prolific as we'd hoped for. Thorpe Lea is known for its prolific fishing, and for some reason it's just not happened for us. Been joined by another Lee here. He's been fishing just to our right, so sort of in the same water, and you're a regular.
Yeah,
you know the lake like the back of your hand. So do you know why it's? I mean, you've not got
I'd like to
anything
say
either,
it's because it's just one of them things for fishing at the moment, but it's just very slow, cold. I think that's what's done it.
It froze last night, by the way.
Dropped down to -1, so it was a cold night. But no, can't put a finger on it.
So
It's nothing what we're doing wrong,
So
we're not doing nothing wrong.
basically, you know, we're not fishing rubbish.
No, we're not doing nothing.
Some out there isn't.
Yeah,
right.
it's the lake what's playing up. It's not you two. I thought it was at first, but
I mean,
yeah, it's not. It's not.
like I say, you're a regular, and you normally bag up, don't you? You were saying, so, and even
bags, PVA, the lot out there. You know, they're really they're pigs there.
So getting our excuses in now. So
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
well, anyway, unfortunately, it's not been as prolific as we'd hoped for, but we've managed to put a few fish in the vlog to show you. So
Next time.
yeah, but always next time.
Definitely want to come back. Definitely want to give it another bash, because I think like last night just killed it, didn't it? Going down the minus one, it just killed the lake.
But I mean, all of yesterday, there wasn't even fish showing out there, which is unusual for this place.
They're normally topping, rolling, and again, it's all around the lake.
Yeah.
You know, not many people are picking up fish here and there.
Right. Anyway, guys, if you've watched this vlog up to this far, thanks for watching. Hopefully, me and Lee on the outside here will be fishing again in a fortnight at Diggers Lake in Devon. All depends whether I've got to work or not. So hopefully I'll see you again in a couple of weeks' time, guys. Thanks for putting our excuses in, Lee.
Yeah, no worries.
Cheers.
Yeah, good luck for next time.
And I'll see you next time, guys. Whenever that'll be. Tight lines.
Tight lines. Whee!